Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. Um, Let me first give thanks to the Lord for my day because He allowed me to wake up this morning. And my glasses are broke. I hope they ain't twisted. But, honey, see, this is why you don't worry about when people do evil stuff against you. That's why you don't worry about that. Because what I got right here is going to lock a whole bunch of people up. And you already know I'm going to put it online so they can see. Because when I do it, I might not. Because I don't know. But I like for people to see I know what I'm talking about. And they did all of that stuff wrong around that truck. And I got my original truck papers right here. And some of them was missing. But I got what I need right here. And with the original signatures on them. And a whole lot of people finna turn around and put your hands behind your back and it's finna have a good day. Because it's a whole bunch of money involved in this and a whole bunch of payments. And you already know I'm going to tell my daddy. I'm going to tell the Lord and I'm going to tell my federal daddy what y'all did. And y'all finna go to jail. So I'm trying to tell you, you finna go to prison. And I'm glad. So I sat there and I said, y'all keep on playing around that truck. I got you. So all of that y'all did up here in California, all the shit, don't worry about it. Daddy gonna stack y'all up real good, and y'all finna go to jail, and y'all finna get back all them payments and all this stuff y'all did, because I got my paperwork right here. But not only do I have my paperwork got other stuff on here that's going to shred all of them lies that y'all been telling, and how y'all played my husband against me. And just get him to do me any kind of way. It's okay. We're not going to worry about it. But you played around too much. And you got caught up in your own mess. And you're going to jail. You're going to jail. I want everybody to know at the towing place, at the JT's Chrysler, Jeep, and Dodge, you're going to prison. Have a good day. And all the FBI agents that work to mess up this corrupt evidence, you're going to jail. Have a good day. The proof is right here. And it says clearly, verification of vehicle identification number by a peace officer, an authorized employee of the Department of Motor Vehicles, or a licensed vehicle verifier. My VIN numbers match. But not only the purpose of the truck, it's the information supplied on here. You're going to jail. Y'all going to jail. You're going to jail. And the sales rep, Isaac Rodney Edmonds. Come on. Let's get ready to turn around, sir. Put your hands behind your back. Have a good day. Y'all played too much and did too much around that truck, and it was unnecessary. And I'm thankful to the Lord about it. That's all I wanted to say today. That it's just my second day. I haven't even went 24 hours on my fast yet, and the Lord is already slaying my enemies left and right. He said that He will fight your battles for you if you just keep still. And I just laid before the Lord yesterday, and I just gave it all to Him. And look at how He blessed me this morning. Get your book, baby. Let me show you what you're holding in your hand. Let me show you what you got. Playing with the Lord. Playing with the Lord. The Lord is undefeated. The Lord is undefeated. And once you take that truck apart and you see how they changed all of that, everything else around it gonna crumble, because the address is gonna crumble, the phone number's gonna crumble, the information on the truck gonna crumble, the mileage on the truck gonna crumble, because it showed here that we bought the truck brand new. That ain't what it showed when we got the odometer. That means what they did, they drove that truck and made what? Receipts. Because the man told me himself, the man that I worked there, I'm going to go fill it up with gas. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Turn around, put your hands behind your back. The Lord said he'll do it. The Lord said he'll fight your battles, and he fought mine. He fought mine, and he's still fighting it. And I'm going to go rest before the Lord today and be quiet and let him continue to do what he's going to do in my life until my money manifests itself in my hand. But God going to bless me. God going to bless me because the Lord see that I'm out here for righteousness' sake. That I'm out here. These people block me even from preaching. And God is with me. And God see what my husband did. And I actually went back being nice because the Lord says do good to those that do evil. You overcome evil with good. So I stayed his wife. I didn't have to be evil. I didn't have to get into defending myself. I stayed who I am, who I always was. I was his wife. I am his wife. I stayed nice. I was unapologetic. I love you. I'm your wife. I'm supposed to love you. I married you, didn't I? But look at all this stuff that you did to me. And you think that you got away with it. Didn't, bruh. You didn't get away with it at all. And them people gonna come for you. I tried. I literally did. I literally did. Even said last week I was gonna build a case on your behalf, and I still might. But the point of the matter is, right now, I told you in July of 2020, when we separated, the Lord said you're going to prison. It's time. You're going to prison. I don't know when the FBI gonna come for you because they do what they want to do when they feel like it. But you're going to prison. You're going to prison. And if you don't go to prison, I'm going to write every president in the world to see why in the world, who's on, what kind of payroll are you on that says that you're not. You're going to prison today because this is illegal. And what you did is illegal and what you did is wrong. And whoever you did it for, my advice to you is to roll over on them and tell whoever you was working for, because you did tell me you was working out of duress. But that still ain't got nothing to do with the party in China. You was willingly and participating in these malicious and nefarious acts. The FBI gave me a new word, nefarious acts against me. And God didn't allow you to get caught in every last one of them. And you are going to prison. You and your brother and your ex-wife, Kiva Blackman, and your son and her play husband, Fernando Brown. The FBI need to see who he was, but it's okay because we already got somebody that know who he is, and God allowed that. So because just in case he gave me a fictitious name, God has already gave me the investigator's name that know exactly who he is, and I'm going to tell the FBI who that investigator is so that they can track down for a fact that this girl is telling the truth, and this is what I investigated because they going to tell the truth. Why? Because he ain't going to want to go to jail. Told you about playing with the Lord. And the Lord gonna serve them warrants on you. You can't hide from the Lord. You can't hide from the Lord. You can hide when the FBI play games because they like to tell lies. But you can't hide from the Lord. And the Lord seen what you did to me. And the Lord seen that the only reason they let me be in that truck was because they was planning evil stuff around it. And I did nothing wrong, nothing evil, and nothing malicious. And they did all these lies to me. And I changed that paperwork so many times. The original's right here, but the originals tell a whole different story other than just where that truck came from and why that truck came. These papers tell a whole different story. That's what you get. That's what you get. And you're going to jail. I don't wish that on you at all, but you're going to jail. If the FBI don't know you, know how they do. Know how they do. But you're going to jail. Going to jail. Can't do people like that any kind of way. And I did nothing wrong. And you just got me sitting out here and... Don't do me like that. And won't even let me get divorced. It's okay. God see. I'm telling you, the Lord is fighting my battles for me. The Lord is fighting my battles for me, and I don't have to fight them because he will. And I'm just going to lay here and be quiet and let the Lord continue to fight my battles. But I would not be who I am if I didn't go, number one, live with my transparency, because I want these videos for myself to sit back here and watch when it's all over. when it's all over. That's what I want these videos for. When it's all over, when it's all said and done, that I can look back and look at myself sitting here in my mansion. I want to put it on my big screen TV and sit there with my blunt and have Todd Delaney playing and watch myself and be like, I can't believe that was me. I can't believe God brought me that. Oh, I remember when I was scared when they kept threatening me. Oh, I remember when I seen them tags. Oh, I remember when they said they was going to put me in a black bag. Oh, I remember when they said they was going to kill me. Oh, I remember how I used to feel when I got up and they would be done stole my stuff. And oh, look at what God brought me through. Oh, I see it. That's what this for. That's what this for. When these attorneys that kept doing stuff to you over and over again, and you got your proof right here. That's what this for. That's what all of this for. The glory of God. That's what I keep it for. To show that no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Not one. I dropped my head thing somewhere. So I have very happy about that. Very happy about that. Now I look back through my stuff. Y'all even made an address for Minnesota. Y'all going to jail. Y'all going to jail. That's what y'all doing. Y'all going to jail. And so is Kiva Blackman. And so is Curtis Ketchup. And so is whoever used the name Fernando Brown. And even your mama Ketchup. Might not go to jail, but you're going before a judge today. Because you got payments too for telling lies for stuff that you knew wasn't happening. And all of these addresses that the FBI put on my credit report is where y'all was at working. That's what was going on. And you finna go to jail, and they finna get submitted in this complaint at the end of the day. So I'm trying to tell you. Gonna stop doing this foolishness and stop doing what y'all was doing. And any phone number that they put on my credit report and on any report that got something to do with me is the numbers and the information that they was using. Other than that, it wouldn't be there for no other purpose. That's classical conditioning. Like I said before, they have to physically pass the evidence to me in order for it to be accepted and registered. So anything that they put on there connects back to the foolishness that y'all was doing. Y'all finna go to jail. Have a good day. Ain't nobody never lived in no Minnesota. Ain't nobody never lived in no Texas. Ain't nobody never lived in no Florida. Y'all finna go to jail. You already know I got the beans, and you already know I'm gonna tell it, and you already know ain't no agent out here. Now, gonna make me be quiet. Because I'm gonna tell that. Why? Because you did it to me. You did this to me. And I have every right, every legal right under the sun to defend myself. And I'm going to do that. Going to jail. I'm telling you right now, you're going to jail. I don't care what them people, white people down there telling you. You going to jail, boy. You going to jail. You and your brother and your oldest son and your daughter and your ex-wife and your baby mama. I'm putting y'all all in jail. Every last one of y'all. Every one of y'all device holders, account holders, cell phone holders, card users, card swipers, you going to jail. Going to jail today. I already said I prophesied that back in before I got here in 2020. I said this is going to be the largest bust in history that the FBI ever had. That's probably why they still letting this charade go on, because y'all going to jail. It's going to be the largest one they had. They got to recoup this money that they done put out some kind of way, because they putting out billions and billions of dollars in taxpayer dollars for this foolishness that they got going on. They better be trying to recoup their money some kind of way, because you ain't getting it from here. I'm going to jail. Mark my words on that. Matter of fact, mark the Lord's words on that. And the song playing behind me is to give him glory, and I'm sure gonna give him glory, because the Lord defended me and fought against those that fought against me and provided this paperwork again. See, you did me any kind of way. And Wells Fargo, that black man that drive that Lexus truck, get ready, sir. And the Federal Trade Commission gonna be like, why is you holding records from this girl from 9 years ago? Wait, because they linking up. You making stuff. And I got it from out the branch. That means even if an agent was putting it there and changing it, I still got it from out of your branch. I done told y'all before, anytime you let them come in there, y'all got every right in the world that when them federal agents say, I'm coming to take over, you got every right in the world to say, wait a minute, we got to call our attorney. We got a right to have an attorney present on anything that you're doing to make sure that what you're doing is lawful and legal and ain't going to come back in on us in no kind of way to make us liability for anything that you're doing. I done already told y'all, when them people come and take over, they coming to set me up. And if you let them take over your system and produce and make all this false evidence to trap me up, you getting sued. Have a good day. And I ain't going to feel bad about it. I'm casing up the bank. I sure am. Getting cased up today. Federal cases. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Y'all did what y'all wanted to do. And put these same numbers at this bank. You put the same numbers at Wells Fargo, so that these people can be running in unison around me. Wells Fargo got the same last four, 6851, as Fifth Third Bank did. Have a good day. You going to jail, and I want my money. You don't want to give it to me? I will keep talking. You're closing down any way. Hey, that's happening. I've already asked the Lord. Wells Fargo is closing. Fifth Third is closing. This lawsuit, when it gets up there to the federal court, you're against the Federal Trade Commission. That's what you don't understand. You ain't just violating a little policy. You got people out here making cards to pass out that went in strategic numbers to the number that I had at a different bank. Have a good day. When that hit the fan, when that get out here to all of these people that already know, that's why, you know what, that's why San Bernardino County allowed that Fifth Third Bank lawsuit to come through, because that judge read that and said, ain't no way. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did that to that girl. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. And did you not take the same numbers and put them? Yes, they did. And then did they not post identity theft with that girl? Yes, they did. And then they used the card numbers of the identity theft victim in the... Yes, they did. Have a good day. I'm going to enjoy that, honey. You ain't going to stop my mouth from talking about that. You did it. You did it. You did it. You put all of them numbers alike. 6851. And then come back later on, just like you did with the 1067. Y'all made numbers. That's why I catch up to my, let's get an account. No, we're not getting an account. I'm not getting an account with you. Because then he get an account, and then Fifth Third Bank, oh, she got an account up here. This is just an example. She got an account at Crystal's Bank. And Crystal's Bank in at 1234. And so the FBI down there in Georgia, with their corrupt selves, say, okay, she got an account up there in California, 1234. Give Ketchup a new card with 1234. No, you going to jail. And y'all are going to have a good day. This stuff is against the Federal Trade Commission. And Wells Fargo, nasty behinds, they ain't just against the Federal Trade Commission. They into slavery. Because they don't give black people nothing. So what we're going to do is they're going to be closed down. Period. Period. You got slavery, and on top of that, you got a whole system running over there that's geared to not give black people a doggone thing. Have a good day. Your asses is closed. The only money you over there making right now is the money that you finna pay out. That's all you doing, because every dime that's coming into your bank right now is finna come over to me. The wealth of the wicked is stored up for the righteous, and I'm gonna take it. In the name of Jesus, you owe it to me. And we're going to take your own records that you used falsely against me. I'm going to use them for you. I told you, every bit of evidence that you sending us illegal and wrong, I'm going to use that junk against you in the court of law. 2013, hold that thought. 9 years of slavery at a bank. What? And if you read your name, what that junk say? White feds. Good. And what you got hanging up in your bank? White people. Good. Rich. 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 Oh, I want to shout. And did you have your people that work there come in the shop at Panera? Hold that thought, man. That means you still, even after I told you I'm suing you, you had an opportunity to turn around. Let's get this up there to corporate. Let's let the corporate look at this. And let's see how we going to handle this. That ain't what you did. Jail. You're going to jail. Going to prison, honey. Going to prison. Everything that you put in my possession that I sat there and I told you, this is not true. This is not accurate. And did you refuse to investigate it? Yes, you did. Did you refuse to look into it? Yes, you did. Okay, no problem. And any judge is going to say, why in the world do all of these banks got the same numbers? Because, Your Honor, what they was doing was they would give these people strategic cards. Number one, at Fifth Third Bank, they would give my husband an instant card. They would make me wait on a mail card. That card would be being used and passed around. By the time I get it, they've already done used it. Hence, they covered up the cash out report that was made in 9 of 2020. How long? Look at that doggone police report. How long did Ketchup sell that lady on that camera that he had that report? 3 weeks. Have a good day. And you tried to pass that card off to your wife. Doesn't matter that it's in the envelope. Everybody know that Cash App has the same numbers on your virtual card as your regular card. And the FBI did it that way. I want y'all to have a good day. They're going to jail. And I don't care how the FBI make it fall, because you know that they make it fall on who they want to. Just like they made that black man come and stand in front of Walmart and take that hit. That junk was funny. They can make it fall how they want to, and I could care less. As long as in Wells Fargo gets sued, as long as I get my money, and as long as I see them closed down. I want to see a closed sign on their door. And I'm going to write the Federal Trade Commission and send a copy of this complaint that Fifth Third Bank got filed on them to the Federal Trade Commission, because they need to be closed. Their practices are illegal, and they enslaved me for this period. And not only that, Wells Fargo is got a whole separate situation going on, because in addition to that, they don't like black people, and they're refusing to help them whatsoever. We need to figure out why there's no funding going into African-American cultures. That's what we need to figure out. Why is no African-American loans over here? Why is it? And stop trying to cover it up and make people black. That's not. Because the feds have every bit of authority to see if these are actual real loans and real people that were being financed and that were given opportunities. Okay? And so that's why we're going to do this. So you're getting sued twice. By the time you finish with all these lawsuits, you ain't gonna have no money anyway. Because I'm gonna put a class action on Wells Fargo, and you're getting sued my personal. And my personal is coming first. Look at that, 7067. They're gonna say, is that not the same account, the last account number to Go Bank? Yes. Did they not pay out the Go Bank in April, but then give me the account in May? Have a good day. Have a good day. That's what they did, Your Honor. That's what they did, and I don't need a whole lot of evidence. That's what they did, Your Honor. I can remember these numbers. And they were counting on me being in some kind of emotional duress, and I'm not. I'm still coherent, still got all of my sense, and still can tell you the truth. And I'm telling you that these people, under the direction of the IRS, have followed me and hunted me with these accounts, and the IRS have hooked these people up to my phone, and they follow me all day. They're within my reach right now, Your Honor. They're within my reach right now, within 200 yards of me and this device, shopping and being in cahoots with these account numbers that are given to them by these banks so that they can shop with these devices and link this evidence to me, and then come back around and put my picture and my voice on these devices so they can say that these devices belong to me. And at some point they would have to put these devices in my hand, and I'm assuming, Your Honor, that this is done when I'm asleep, because I don't have these S22s. I don't have an iPhone 13, never have. And I don't have the iPhones that they're shopping around me with, and I don't have these other smaller phones that they're coming around me with. And that's exactly what they're doing, Your Honor. And I deserve to be paid, because these people have maliciously, willfully, and intentionally sabotaged my life, all for the sake of color. This was no other reason, Your Honor. You ain't gonna never, about the rest of this history that the Lord let this world stand, see no white person going through no such a mess as this. They did this, Your Honor, to me just because I'm a nigger. And I want to say it. And I'm going to say it just like that, because that's exactly the way they did it. Get the nigger. They set up an operation to do it. Your Honor, they let these people shop. They let them shop all day in Target. They let them shop in Walmart. Your Honor, they walked out of there proudly and boldly, them white people with them large flat screen TVs that the Wells Fargo Bank and Fifth Third Bank gave them the cards and the access to use. They did. They went shopping with the intent. All they needed to do was pass off the receipt. Pass off the receipt, and we'll charge her for it. That's what they did, Your Honor. Still running slavery. Hear noise. I don't care nothing about that. I don't care nothing about none of that. I don't care nothing about none of that. That's what they did. And I want my vindication. It's going over my music though. I actually don't see nothing. I just hear it. I want my money, and I want my actually it must be in the sound, because I don't hear anything now that I took it off. I thought for sure I heard a motor or a helicopter or something. I don't see anything. It must have been in the music. But regardless of it, I want my money. That's what they did. We're having court on Facebook Live. That is what they did. They took, this is how in the world do you do this to somebody? And you sit up there and they sit their white racist tails over there with all them white people sprawled all over the walls of that bank. Take that trash down. You're telling on yourself. They got them white men up there with them stagecoaches still hunting. Your Honor, that's exactly what they still doing. They got up there what they want up there. They intentionally did that, Your Honor. I can tell, according to psychological research and according to market research, whenever a company goes into business, they put up a slogan or a motto or something that represents their beliefs. They put those white men up there hunting with those stagecoaches and them pistols on their side, because that's exactly what they still do. They hunt niggers. That's exactly what they do. Is that exactly what they did in this thing? And that's exactly what's going on in my complaint. They hunt niggers. They hunt niggas. That's what you got up. That's what you got posted on the walls of that bank in there. If I was going to Wells Fargo Bank right now, and did you not tell me? That lady told me, can you stand right here and talk to me? Are you still in here trying to stage false evidence, white lady? And I'm black. And you already know that I got a complaint. Which, what does that say? You had a willful disregard for what I was saying. You had a willful disregard for what happened. You had a will. You was still in there in that bank trying to stage evidence so it looked like I'm at your counter running financial business. Y'all asses going to jail. Y'all asses is going to jail, and I want you locked up. I'm gonna fast my tail off. I want y'all behinds locked up. I want you locked up. I want you locked up, and I want your bank closed. I want your bank closed. I'm trying to get to the white man that's over that. Because you can't tell me by now, them FBI agents ain't done told you that you got a problem at that bank, and this was the way that you still chose to handle it. After I told you the Lord said that your systems are faulty, after I told you the Lord said that you don't give money to black people, after I told you the Lord said that you are discriminatory in your practices, after I told you the Lord gave me all of this evidence against you, you still chose to be a mighty whitey. Okay. And that's what I'm going to call them. The people that act like this are mighty whiteys. And they masters. And so you using your power that you have in the earth thinking that because you got so much money, you can't pay everybody. You ain't got enough money to pay off all of these judges because the FBI framing me in all these different states, baby. You don't have enough money to pay off all of these federal judges. What they going to do, pass one judge around to all these states? You don't have enough money to pay off all of these judges, all of these jurors, all of these solicitors, and let's get that straight. Everybody that get up there, that's the first question out my mouth because I'm defending myself. How much money did you get paid to be here today and watch the court? Because you ain't came in here to do nothing illegal. $7977. This was 2013, 7977. And when did I have a card in 7977? In 2020. Y'all going to jail. Y'all going to jail. Y'all going to jail. You did this on purpose, maliciously, and with just evil. Just evil. That's the most evilest thing that you could do. And I could talk about that junk till tonight. And I'm not. I'm just going to refuse to get into it. Just refuse. I'm just over it. I'm just over it. I'm over what you did. And I'm over the whole situation. And the way that you lied. And the way that you did things. And the way that you took. You know what? Let me look at something real quick. Y'all going to jail. And I bet what you didn't do. I know you didn't. I know you didn't. Y'all going to jail. I had an account I had, let's see, this was the business, Trash to Treasure, and y'all going to jail. Ooh, y'all going to jail. I went in there and I cashed a check, and let me see, you have to have an account. Y'all going to jail. Y'all going to jail. Wells Fargo's going to jail. I promise you. I'm not. Lord, in the name of Jesus, I ask that you vindicate me, and I ask that you close them down, Lord. I ask that you give me favor with the Federal Trade Commission office, and they deem that their entire practices are illegal and unlawful and against the Constitution, and I ask that you would just close them down, Lord. They unfair. They only servicing white people. They only give to white people, and everything that they did to me, Lord, you see it is wrong and it's evil. And I ask that you close them down. You just need to close down. You're going to jail. Them people at that, You actually, I mean, I know I have said that before, but how else in a court of law are you going to get over the fact and I don't care nothing about you saying that somebody, they came up with, I see what you did. That junk ain't gonna work. That trash ain't gonna work nowhere in the court of law. They gonna say, so you expected for us to think that a lady hacked into your system and sent herself cards. Have a good day. Have a good day, because that's the whole reason that you claim that did that whole little forged thing over there with the people behind the bank. Have a good day. And the fact that you even said yourself, I'm going to turn that too against you. Because you actually going to say in a court of law that somebody hacked into your bank, which means you got to breach of security. And so you're going to just have a seat. Just hang tight, Wells Fargo. By the time I finish with this doggone complaint, encasing you up so doggone bad, the Federal Trade Commission going to close you anyway. Paying attention to these people walking by me with their phones. They're not slick. These phones are so evil with the stuff that they do on them these days. I just can't literally believe that these people did this. I look at it, and I know I done said that before, but I looked at it, oh, you got 6, 7 different banks and people with the same account number. Have a good day. And when I say people, I mean, I looked at the transactions that I had, not that I used anything. No, not so ever. I'm looking at the fact of when I used to sell furniture, and I used to look at stuff like I did at Petler's Bank, Petler's Flea Market. And that girl came up there to buy furniture, and I looked at the fact of, why everybody got 4174. That's just a universal, what the world? 4174. 4759. That's Nakaya Powell. Then they give me a card with 8759. What they're gonna do is scratch off the beginning of it, because on the bank statement they don't put all 4 numbers on there. I'm gonna change that. I want them to go to jail. Carolina Ortez, and let me see, and Huma. That's the lady that said Huma Hassan. Huma Hassan. And if you read that backwards, that's a terroristic threat. So I might charge them with that too. But the simple fact of the FBI is acknowledging my readings. They just don't acknowledge them when it's coming down to them. But they acknowledge those readings. So you best believe what I'm trying to tell you. They acknowledge them. They just, if I use them against them, they say I'm retarded. But if I use it against anybody else, they acknowledge it. And Huma, read backwards, is a terroristic threat. And Huma Hassan is, if you read it straight, is still a threat. But Huma, Humahassan, is the lady that says, stand right here. And then Carolina Ortiz is the one that put it together and refused my service. I'm glad. Good deal. I like names. I'm going to have a good time. And I know going well this 9125. If I ain't mistaken, Ketchup or somebody else got a 9125. Y'all finna get it. I like to play. As long as we stand on the legal side of things, we can play. We like to play. Because I'm going to get in that courtroom. Y'all say I be playing tennis. I'm going to get in that courtroom and spike them balls on y'all every time. Y'all going to jail for this. And I want my money. I don't even see why we even said, why do y'all want to embarrass yourselves like that? Who done told y'all y'all got to win out of this? What is them FBI agents telling y'all? It ain't no win out of this. You can't possibly get out of this. How you going to explain it? Because the people in court, they're not going to be able to testify against me because they're going to be testifying against the Lord. They're not going to be able to stand in court and say anything. Them people going to freeze up all kind of ways. How you going to, what logic? I just want to know. Wells Fargo, I'm talking to you. God darn it, you address me. What kind of logic do y'all have to justify these numbers being the same as Fifth Third Bank, as Wells Fargo, as Cash App? What are you, how are you justifying this? I would like to know. Including, you told me, Carolina Ortiz told me that you had a Crystal Jackson upholstery in operation in 2015 and it was an account, but you refused to provide me any information to it. But I'm the one that's in there, and you said you refused. That's what Carolina Ortiz told me. This is dated right here. Carolina Ortiz said was Crystal Jackson upholstery was in operation. I never had no such thing. So it's okay. What we'll do is we just need to, and you see how this is how you know that it's illegal, that the IRS, when they stinking racist behinds was behind this, for the simple fact of they put everything Crystal Jackson named to take Elijah Ketchup off. When if somebody was married, none of the business that I came up with, none of them have my name in it. Why? That's ghetto. A white person told me that a long time ago. You don't put your name and stuff. That gives the person exactly the information or the person who is gonna get sued. So they don't put Crystal Jackson or anything, or Crystal Ketchup or anything. You use an actual name. So I never did that. They did that on purpose. I'll put Crystal Jackson Cleaning Service or Crystal Jackson this. They did that on purpose so that they could exclude Ketchup from everything. And if you don't believe that, I got that right here. In a court of law, then somebody would say, nah, why in the world would a husband... Let me show you what the IRS... Actually, that wasn't the IRS had him do that. That was the FBI had him do that. But let me show you what they made him give me. And if you read this in a court of law, anybody would say, why in the world would a husband tell a woman that? Why would a man tell that to his wife? Let me find it. Hold on a second. I just passed it. But I really want to know. I really want to be a fly on the wall. And I really want to ask, what are y'all telling yourselves? on why y'all ain't paying me. What kind of defense are y'all coming up with? Because I know ain't no attorney telling you got no win. The FBI must be blowing smoke up y'all tails or something. Some serious bad weed smoke. That's what they doing, because you ain't got no win with this. You can't. Ain't no Lord told me you do. Let me see. What is that paper? I just saw it. Let me. I am just in awe of like what you guys did. I can't believe it. I am still looking for it. I mean, it's just so illegal on every. They didn't have no. I want the judge to know, Judge, they didn't have no regards to me whatsoever. They just totally kept this plan in operation as if I did not matter whatsoever. They did, Your Honor. They didn't care. They did exactly what they wanted to do. They was rude and disrespectful. Well, let's see what the Lord think about it. I'm trying to get to, I just seen that thing this morning. Whatever you want to do. And here's my receipt from buying my driver's license. So y'all keep on up with that mess. I got my receipt right here. And I made 2 copies of it. And just for the sake of the conversation, I've made comments and complaints when I was up there and told that man, because I knew he was doing something he had no business, and I told him I want my money back because y'all doing something y'all have no business doing back there. Okay. What husband would give this to their wife? And he did this on purpose. This is how you know that they was associating PP loans, because they put people that I've never seen before that never worked for me or anything. I didn't have no employees whatsoever. Just me and my husband. And we worked, to my knowledge, we was working together. This is how they turned that junk. They had him write this to me. He wrote 2. They told him the first one, that ain't gonna work. They said, they had him write, they said, "Hello, Miss Ketchup. This my husband emailing me in the truck." You think we out of town somewhere, that I'm overseas somewhere? We in the truck with him. This is how these crazy people at the IRS had this man working against me. They said, this man in the truck with me. This was on June the 12th, 2020. We separated in July. He said, "Hello, Mrs. Ketchup. This is my business statement for Who Wants Seconds. This letter is to ensure that Crystal Ketchup has a full understanding of Elijah's and Ketchup's intent with the company. My position will mainly consist of helping to pick up, drop off, and deliver. My job will also consist of helping with the owner to finalize and cement business deals and business decisions. On this 12th day of June, this letter goes into effect immediately and can only be changed by Crystal Jackson." How many names did he give me now? So they told him, no, that ain't gonna work. So they must have wrote it for him. They come back with June the 6th. No, well, it says June the 6th, but it was, maybe that's when they meant to do it. But this is when they came back. It's saying, "This is a signed affidavit that acknowledges Crystal Ketchup to be the sole proprietor of the company named Who Wants Seconds. This is a signed message that Elijah Ketchup Sr. has no legal ownership or consenting otherwise, unless otherwise acknowledged authority within the LLC company. Good night. They made him do the most. This is a legal certified message that hereby exempts Elijah Ketchup from the business decisions that are finalized for or beginning on. See how they made him go back and be very, very, strategic, beginning on Saturday, June 16, 2020, until further notice. Both parties have agreed to allow Crystal Ketchup to be solely sell, create, and finalize any business decision that pertains to Who Wants Seconds. As founder, CEO, and head chief of operations, Crystal Ketchup will be 100% in command and have 100% of creative control until further notice within the company. This is a certified agreement that is in effect immediately. And who you finna be with when you wrote that? Where you finna be? We finna separate, ain't it? All right, then. As long as you know. Because whoever white told you to write that, you need to go over there and be living with them. And that's why we separated in July of the next month. That right there is court documents, baby. That show right there in the court of law why in the world would a husband don't want nothing to do with his wife's business. But every morning, you the one that's telling me where we going to pick this stuff up at. Because why? The FBI had already had it staged. They already had it. They already had it staged. We going over here to pick this up. He used to wake me up every morning. They even stopped him from saying good morning. He was already up out the bed. Why? Because he had to meet him. At this point, we was at the hotel. He had to meet him outside. They met at trash cans in the hall lobby, at the breakfast thing, and all of that. They met within the hotel. That's why you see the thing, the little soapbox that say, I will park by close and call. They was meeting within the hotel. So they put that on there, and they was meeting, and he would come back and be like, oh, I already found this on my phone. They used offer up specifically and solely because you could get right off of there. You ain't got to have no number and all of that. So they would text him in the morning. He would get me up. Hey, we got to go. I got to go pick up something. That's the way they woke me up. It was a business deal. Just the same way they move me around now and don't talk to me and don't be friendly. That's how they did my husband. They made him like that. The blood helped me. I be looking at my stuff. I have more stuff than I think I do. And the Lord have to send me back. Go back and remember it. But they told me I wasn't going to work doing anything. It's just a show that I want to preach. And now, this is how they mess up. They go to school in my name right now. The IRS is like, I don't know. In my name right now. But at the same time, they go to school and have people down at the library preaching at the screen on their laptops and all of this, acting like it's me. But at the same time, they won't let me get on here and preach. They hinder that on Facebook, and they hinder it on YouTube. And I want Facebook to know you're getting sued, because that not only are you censoring my speech, but you are violating my right to spirituality. And the Lord said we ain't got to that phase of the world yet where they done took out the Bible, and you bringing that on. I keep telling y'all that's what we heading to, and that's what they doing. They taking out the Bible. They're doing it right now. The FBI doing it right now. When I go to upload what I wanted to say about the Lord, that ain't got nothing to do with me, they cut it off. They cut that junk off. And every time you do that, that's one count of censoring my speech and preventing me from my spiritual freedom and beliefs. I'm getting sued for it. And it's a Fourth Amendment violation. So every time you do that, you're getting caught 3 times. Uh-oh, I see a page tore out in here. Or is that? Might need to go back and read. to make sure all my pages lined up. That's my fault. Let's make sure that, because I want to make sure they don't tear out. The girl came and asked me that a few weeks ago, and when she did, I was like, oh, that's weird. I need to pay attention to that just to make sure they're not tearing pages out of my notebook to write stuff on. I don't know what in the world Wells Fargo thinking, but them people going to jail, honey. Them people going to jail. And that man came out of that bank at Wells Fargo and went over there to Panera Bread and made a receipt. That black man in that white Lexus truck. Yes, he did, FBI, and I just told on him. Told on him on live. That man over there with that white Lexus truck. That's why they don't want me over there no more. They don't want me nowhere near it. With Panera Bread. That's why they acting like they don't want me near Panera Bread, because I was over there bothering with the bank. They don't want me at Panera Bread because I caught that white man with that yellow shirt on, that tall man with them glasses on that's old, and with them blue gloves on. I caught him. The Lord woke me up as soon as he was coming from behind that bank. That's why they came up with the blue glove situation. Let me get off of here, honey, because this is not... I am not going to talk about all of these people today. They're not important to me. I just want them to know you're getting closed down. I want the Federal Trade Commission to close them down. And to agree with me that what they did is illegal. Not only illegal, but they got practices going on, and the FBI know they do. And the FBI know that the IRS is along with this, because the IRS got practices that are against black people. And I don't understand why they're not just busting people left and right. I want to see a raid. I want to see. Take them down. All right. I'll be back. I'm finna go praise the Lord and get in my zone. Hey, at me. I'm gonna close this out with saying, they don't try to kill people that ain't got no beans. I just want, if I could have my desire, I want the IRS to come on. I want the FBI to come on and arrest me for the IRS on this tax evasion and money laundering and all this other foolishness. I want them to come on. Come on. Come on, Dad. Come on. Have confidence in yourself, sugar. And let's go fight this thing out in court. Put your guns aside. Put your fumings aside. And come on. Let's go fight this out in court and let me win this thing. And let me come on out here with the victory in my hand. And let me set all these black people free. In California and everywhere else that the IRS got them chained up and they don't know they are. Let me do what the Lord put me on this earth to do. So I'm finna go. I'm just listening to a good song right now in my ear. So I hope everybody, this is day 2. And I encourage you to believe God, to stand in agreement with God's word. God will never fail you. And I've never seen the righteous forsaken. And God will be by your side, and he will stand, and he will guard you. And he said that he will keep your mind in perfect peace if you keep your mind stayed on him. And trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not to your own understanding, but in all your ways acknowledge him, and he will for sure direct your paths, and he will lead you and guide you into what? All truth. All right, y'all be good. Fast today till 3 o'clock with your fruit and your water. And we're saying Spare thy people, O Lord, and give not thine heritage to reproach, that the heathen should rule over them. Wherefore should they say among the people, where is their God? People have to see and know that your God is real. That means don't let that when adversity came upon them, adverse situations came upon them, the Lord said to have that he would be with them, so that their enemies wouldn't say, where in the world is your God? And people might still say to a certain extent, where is her God? She don't work, she sit on the side of the road, and she don't have a place to stay, and this, that, and other. However, where is my God? He still takes care of me. He still watches over me at night. He still provides for me. He still makes a way for me. I'm still clean. I'm still provided for. And this is the most bizarre situation ever, but the Lord is still with me. And he shall never leave me nor forsake me. And so I put my hand and my trust in him. And for he is my vindicator. And he gives me the ability to forgive and to do to do good to those that do evil. And so when people rise above me, the Lord says when the enemy comes against you like a flood, he will put up a standard against your enemy. And he does that. And so because the Lord is here and because he is with me, because he is on my side, I trust him. And I just put my faith and my trust in him, for he is on my side. And so I'll be back on here probably sometime today. But right now, it is so tempting for me to stay talking about this situation because it is overwhelming. But my trust and my hope is in the Lord. And so I encourage you today to put your hope and your trust in the Lord. You know, overcome by the word of your testimony and the blood of the Lamb. And I think I said that in reverse, by the blood of the Lamb and the word of your testimony. And God will be with you today. Whatever you're going through, God will be with you, and he's on your side, and he's near to those that are brokenhearted and that are contrite in spirit. The Lord is near. And so pray and put your trust in the Lord and let him fight your battles, and let him fight the giants, the storms in your life that come to blow, to come to shake the walls of our faith. The Lord will put up a standard, and he will be with you, just as he is with me. And so I pray for everybody's safety and their peace today. Fight for your peace. Fight for the things that are pleasing to the Lord. And if you don't know what that is, get in your prayer and the Lord will lead you, and just ask the Lord to take control of your day. Black people, hold on. Change is coming. Y'all have a good day.